Bitcoin, but I'm afraid because now it's $100,000 and I'm gonna top ticket in the careers. I do agree with you that the ultimate career risk is if you're lazy and you miss it. And this to me this is a multi-decade holding at a minimum. This is a long-term holding. And most people are always so concerned, and myself too. Like when I first bought Bitcoin years ago, it was like, okay, like what's my sell price, right? And then as you start to understand the asset more, it's more of, I just want exposure to this asset class, and I sleep well when I have exposure, the proper amount of exposure for myself to this asset class. And I think until you get that, and it's why I still think we're early, which is crazy to say with Bitcoin at $100,000. But in this industry, I still think we're early because people are still so focused on what's the top this cycle. Is the top 150K or 200K or 500K? Can it go to 1 million? Like, we could lay out scenarios probably where any of those tops are possible, but regardless, it's about the long-term dynamics in the world, in America, and owning an asset that is both a return enhancer and a risk diversifier versus all these different risks, right? Like I think the Trump administration is massively bullish for Bitcoin, but I think I would have still been bullish on Bitcoin. I would have been less bullish on America, but I've still been bullish on Bitcoin if Kamala would have won. Like Bitcoin was going to win, but just the path that it's going would be different under different circumstances.
Yeah, that's why I'm incredibly impressed. Number one, too, with the leadership that Strive has shown over the years. Whether it was a couple years ago when we had Vivek on the show to talk about the anti-ESG perspective that Strive was taking and saying, no, this is not the way that companies need to operate. There is another way that is pro-America, pro-meritocracy, pro-capitalism at the end of the day. And now leading on Bitcoin as well with the wealth management offering that you offered and being just public on it. In preparation for this interview, I was watching a bunch of your appearances on Fox Business and Fox News talking about what you guys are doing at Strive and why Bitcoin is important, and whether the longtime Bitcoiner likes it or not, it's very important for companies like Strive with that particular stature and your experience at CalPERS to be able to interface with these